I'm just getting myself comfy. Right, hello there. So I am back to do Roxy weekly challenge. So that's Rachel from Roxy Creations, and it is week 3, and it's making a journal cover. So starting off with an Amazon packaging. I've just took all the pockets and that. I have ripped it. So that's going to be the inside, because I did think that you might be able to see the markings underneath this paper, and I'm putting scrapbook paper in the middle, so you won't see through that. I have fingered it there, so I don't know if that'll be you'll be able to see it or not, but I suppose I can always put some lace or something at the top after. So the kit that I'm going to be using is a lovely new kit from Nottingham at College Type, and this one's called the French Junk Journal Kit, and it's in beautiful blues, sagey green, a grey and a beige, and it's really soft and beautiful. So I'm going to be using some of those for the cover, and I've decided to have this one on the front. Now I am supposed to time this. I don't know where I've put my old mobile phone. That's what I used to type on. I think I've took it downstairs and just thrown it in a tub. I must bring it back up. But I'm going to be pausing and stuff because I want it to dry in stages. So what I'm going to do is, just gone 2 minutes now, so if I keep just track of the time, I can kind of know where it's 45. So I've never done this before. That's another reason I want to do it in stages, because I want to keep going back and checking that I'm, you know, at the right part kind of thing. So I'm going to start off, and I'm using the Collal. I've never used it for this kind of thing before, because like I say, I've not done this before. Well, I tell a fib. When I first tried junk journaling, just over 2 years, I made my daughter, and it was the first ever thing, you know, I thought, right, I'll make a journal. Never made anything else, no, you know, ephemera or anything. But I had been watching for over a year, so, you know, I thought I knew enough. And I did do it with an Amazon box. It was kind of the time when Tracy Fox and other people was making like folios and stuff out of these Amazon packaging. So I thought, I'm going to make a journal cover, and it was horrendous. I did give it a, but because there was parts of it that was so pretty, because I'd bought some beautiful lace and things to put in, but it was a real mess. I'm guessing it went in a bin, but I won't ask her. I'll save the embarrassment of both of us. But yeah, so I have steered clear, and I think that is why I don't really, I mean, I make the file folders and things like that, but I don't really make journals. I make notebooks. But I think I was just totally put off. So I'm just going to try and spread this a little bit. It is quite sticky. So if I just try and move it around so there's no lumps, and hopefully we'll have covered all of that. Now I think my greatest thing is getting it on straight. Now I'm going to try and use my mat a bit to guide me. I'm just going to put a little bit more down it, because I couldn't really spread it there. Yeah, it's very sticky to move around. This is. I'd have probably been a lot better using a white glue, but I don't know, we'll see. Right, I'll just get this tub to put my thing in. So I'm going to line this edge up on my mat there, and I'm hoping to bring the paper out to about there. So I'm going to stand up. Oh, here goes. Right, so you can see it's about there. I think it's, I've got more paper at the top. Let's have a look at that. I think that'll be okay. Okay. Right, I've got my little rolly. Quite like that sound. I don't know what it sounds like on camera, but I quite like that. So I need to look what I'm going to do for the next one. Let's just have a, yeah, that looks okay. I could have done with going down a bit further, but I don't think that will matter as long as you've got enough to. So that's going to be the spine. So I don't know where to overlap it. I don't know if to go, so that'll bend there. So I suppose part way would be good. Right, I was going to put this beautiful one on the back, so that would go there. And then I'm going to have the plainer one because it's got the same pattern as that on the front, because that is the part that will wrap round. So I wish I'd have just took that side off, just so it wasn't just going straight into like plain. Because then when I overlap this bit, I don't want to take the dictionary off. But no, it should be fine. Right, let's do the same again then. So I think it came, I don't know, around this area. I've probably gone a little bit wide, but so when I made the first one, I didn't overlap the top or anything. I literally just put the papers on and cut it straight across, and yeah, it went downhill from that. Don't know if everybody when they start does that, goes head first into, right, I'm going to make a journal, or if start off with ephemera. I'm going to say after that failed attempt, then I just started making ephemera and absolutely loved making it, and just carried on making it really. So, and then once I'd a go in like folio type things, with envelopes and file folders and things, book pages and stuff. Yeah, I kind of have enjoyed doing that much that I've not kind of got onto anything else. I'll say it's been really nice doing the altered book. And now I'm doing it, I think, why did I leave that so long? It's brilliant. I absolutely love that. I wish that had been like the first thing I ever made. Because I think that is really very good for a beginner. The actual, just ripping the pages out and sticking them together, kind of thing. Probably wouldn't have bothered putting a a cover on it or anything, but it would have been nice just for collage. And I do want to make myself an altered book just for collagen. Right, I think that looks about covered. I'm guessing this cardboard does sap up excuse me, a lot of glue. Right, so I need to come over there, and I need to get the paper about the same. And I suppose I'd be best to see if it lines up on that one. So I'm looking at this side to try and see where it's lined. Yeah, I've probably gone a bit too far, but I suppose I don't know if Roxy got that far, but I don't know if she then put a piece of lace down there to hide the join. I don't know if I should wipe that glue, or I might give it a good rub, because it is very much like Fabri-Tac in that way. You can like rub it off when it's still wet. Right, let me do some fast rubbing, and it kind of all joins together and makes like glue goobers. Right, let's get that off. So I think we're doing okay. Eek. Eek. Right, let's have a look at it. Right, yeah, I'm quite excited about this. Sorry if I just knocked the camera. I don't know if I did or if I didn't. My excitement just got too much for me. Now I'm guessing that I should cut some of this off. Should I cut it off now? I think it might be easier to cut it off now. Now I've not got my paper trimmer out, so I'm actually going to get on my hands and knees and do it on the floor, because I keep it underneath my desk. So it finishes there. So I think if I perhaps cut it down there, that will be plenty. Let me... Right, where did I say? Down that bit. Oh, don't stick. I'm not ready for you to stick. Right. So when does it start bending? I don't know if it goes from there. I think my box is a little bit wonky as well. Right. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So let me just slide that back under there. So I want to go. So if I go from about there, And I am going to sew around it when it's all finished. So let's see if that's straight. I think it is. Let's just, I think that's going to be on the thingy, you know. Let's yeah, that will be better. Right, let's give it a good, I'm glad I checked that. Can go over it when it's all dry with my glue eraser. That's been a really good, it's surprising that the small tools that are actually really very good. It's like this brayer. I did think, oh, it'd be one of them things I never pull out, but I use it loads. Same with the metal ruler, not the tear ruler, because I knew that I'd use that loads. Just the straight one. I use that loads. And then the glue eraser. And yeah, I think sometimes when you do buy them kinds of things, you just think, oh, are they just a, you know, a fad, like your eyelash curlers, what you try once and never use again kind of thing. But yeah, they've been, I think I'm going to do my top 10 small things. Video, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Right, I'm going to leave this to dry a little while and just breathe, and then I'll come back. So we're at 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to now start taking the sides down. So I have just folded this like so. I'm going to pop a bit of, I'm going to just put the art glitter glue under this part. Like so. And move that in. So that's that one. Shall do the same on this side. Like so. And then I'm going to put it all over the flap. I'm just doing this really for preciseness more than anything else, because it's only a small bit. I think I've just got in a mess with the paintbrush. So I'm going to go over that bit, and then I'm going to bring this up. Now I've only printed this kit onto just regular copy paper. I've done it in the manila colour, because I do like the tone that it gives you. I think it just softens it up even more. So let's have a look at that. So that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Wow. That's it. I'm going to be making these all the time now. So that's that, and then we shall go around to this one. So we've obviously got these squared off edges. So again, I've just made a triangle over it. It keeps sticking to the where I took the sticker off. Well, tried to take it off, and then I thought, oh, I'll just do this as the other side. So I'm going to put Tim Holtz paper inside, and I have cut them to size already. So that's that. Let me just turn my volume down. So let's just check that. Yeah. And the same on this side. I've reordered all my glues. I've just I finished my last glue stick. Glue stick. I went to the supermarket yesterday, and I did just pick a cheap supermarket brand up, but I will be getting some from Amazon, and I needed some more art glitter and some more Kalal. So it's an expensive do when they all finish at the same time. So that's that. Probably could have trimmed that down so it wasn't as jaggedy, but I don't think you'll see that. So I'm gonna go, yeah. Sitting in the most awkward position now doing this bit. As you can tell by me keep going off with the glue. I'm like sitting cockeyed. Just gonna get some right across that edge. I don't know if that'll make any difference or not, but makes me feel a bit better about it. Right, could have probably, and the thing we're doing it with the art glitter is obviously it doesn't give you any wiggle time. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's fine. Right. So now it's the top and bottom. So shall I do this with the art glitter? Oh, no, I'm going to do this with the clout. So I'm going to go across here. I obviously don't need to go up too much because my papers, I've not got too much here. Right, I'm just going to... Oh, my brush has gone a bit hard already. I'll just spread it out and get some on the flap at the same time. Sure, there's plenty in that corner. Right, I don't know if I should start from the middle or the side. Just get hold of it. Just going to get that with the art glitter. I'm not pulling it hard enough that it's, yeah, but it's right, you know, butt up against the edge. I'll catch this again. It's probably no need really, but obviously because I've not done it before, I want to do it right. I'm sure it won't be so tense when I do it for a second time. Right. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, I'm loving it. Right, so we'll do the same down the bottom. Maybe just having this bit to fold over, it might be easier than having lots to be, you know, handling. Right. I'll get that with the art glitter glue in a second. Let's just have a look at this side. Yep. Right. Get this bit with that art glitter, like so, and that. Right, I think that looks all pretty flush. I'm glad I didn't ink around all the papers, because then I think the join's more natural. I think if I'd have inked, like you'd have, you know, they would have stuck out a lot more. So yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm going to leave this to dry a little while. Okay, I'm ready for the next bit. So I've just ripped 2 pieces of calico, and I've done one quite thick and one a little bit thinner. So the thinner one's going to go on the flap around one. And I'm just measuring it up. I want it to start about there, because it kind of bends around slowly, and I want to glue it from there to there. So I've just put the material at the top to kind of guide me. Yep. So if I do a straight line there, and then I want to go all the way up to there. I think that'll be okay. Now, piece of thread in the glue. Now I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to trim this material off when it's dry, depending on what it looks like from the outside, because I don't mind like threads and stuff. Right, let me just see if I can use my brush just to get in all these creases. When I look at Roxy's box, hers doesn't seem to have as many creases in hers, and you can clearly tell which is like the spine and stuff, whereas this, it seems to be creased all over. So I don't know if she's put those creases in herself, or if her box is just I don't know, not as creasy. Who knows? Right, so I'm gonna get this straight and try and get it right on that point and that point. Maybe did I put a bit too much glue on, or I think it's dries clear. Mate, you're not going to see a lot of that anyway. So that's that piece done. Now this piece, the span is around here, this bit. So I thought if I get it kind of in the middle, I'm gonna be fine. So let's go around there, try and put a little less glue on. In fact, I'm gonna try this one with the art glitter, and then obviously I've then got something to compare, because then when I do it again, I will know which glue is the best. Is the best. Right. And trouble is with obviously this coming out not, you know, not a lot. It's going to be a bit hard to cover it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Let's do the fabric tie. But I'm guessing that's going to leak through because they're very wet glues, aren't they? Going to say it's a bit, when you need plenty because you want to get all in these corners and you want it to stick down, and you want it to cover that space, it's, I would guess that it's going to be wet. But I can't remember seeing Rachal's material wet. Oof. Got a thumbnache. Don't know if I'll be able to spread this around a little bit. Let's have a look, because we don't want these lumpy bits in. So just try and bash those down a little bit. All right, that's not half as wet as the colour was. So let's get this on. Try and get some under here. I suppose I'm going to have to use my finger on to just right. So I think there's only really that one what would need cutting off, but like I say, I'll see how that looks. And I can't remember if she totally left that to dry before she like messed about opening it and and all the rest of it. Who knows? I feel like I should leave it to dry flat. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces of Tim Holtz, so that's going to end up being the back, isn't it? And that's going to be the front. So what I've done is, so I kind of know where it bends around, I've just got my bone folder and just marked it a bit to help me with aligning this paper, and the same on that side. So this is a funny one really, because it's got a spine, but then it's got a bit more of a rounded thing. So I'm gonna follow this line.
No.
And just go a couple of 8ths out of.
Okay, I could have had it over there a bit further, but
I've still got Roxy on. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it like that, and let me just check that these pieces aren't too tall. No, they're fine. So I'm going to glue that down. I think I'm going to go with the Fabri-Tac. That goes lovely with the fabric. So make sure that I get all the corners. But yeah, I found it quite hard to find where the actual spine was. So now it's dried a little bit, I've been able to bend it round, and then, like I say, just run me bone folder down it, and then I can actually see where it folds. I suppose the worst thing would be if you stuck it all down, and then once you folded it round, that your fold was in the actual paper. And that's obviously why we've got the thick spines, well, pieces of fabric. So if I go around there, let me pull that to the bottom. I'm just going to stand up and so yeah, that looks fine. So I'm gonna roll that down. Yeah, that paper looks lovely against the fabric. Right, there's just a bit here that I can see. I am going to glue it down properly because I've never sewn anything as thick as this. So I thought, well, if it's all actually stuck down, if I can't get it in the machine, it's not, you know. But I am going to try and get it through the machine. So the next part is this one. So I'm just going to bend this up a little bit. So I've got a nice imprint there. And that's obviously right at the back. So I think that would be nice. So I'm actually, when I stick it down, if you see here where it corners in, I'm thinking if I get it measured up there, that will be about right. Gosh, I'm so excited. I just can't talk. Oh yeah, I'm really enjoying doing this. gonna say I've wanted to have another bash for ages, but yeah. So again, it's nice being thrown in the deep end. It's probably something what I would have kept putting off. And like last week, I ended up enjoying the paints. I can't remember if I said, but I just took the things straight into the bathroom and washed them off in the bath before I took them downstairs to clean them off properly. And you know, I saw the colour that it made the water, and so now I actually want to mix some paints and things, whereas, you know, I want to perhaps, I don't know, I don't really want to say the nerve to do it, but I don't know what it is. And I would definitely be playing with the bubble wrap again, because that was such fun. So I think that's okay. Right, let's do that. I don't know how far, I don't know if like Roxy's, I don't know, I keep calling her Roxy. I don't know if Rachel's going to just leave it at that and then we, you know, get on and just do it, or if she'll come back later in the series and do something. I know she did come back in the week and do the actual cover, but yeah, I don't know if she'll keep coming back and doing bits or not. Okay, then the last bit is the flat bit. So again, I've just got my bone folder in there just to give me a line, and I'm going to have it about there. So I don't know why I didn't cut this one off, so I'm just going to cut the length off. Again, my trimmer is on the floor, so let me make sure I've got that right. Just think around that. So that's the right. I'm just going to take a touch more off. See if that's, no, still a touch more. I'm going to say I only took a little slither off because I don't want it to be, oh no, it's too small. Yeah, see, that's fine. And then I'm going to have to cut some off this way. So probably want it about there. So I don't know, I might do this. Yeah. How do I do this? I think if I put that there and then let's go on a proper line. Thinking I'll draw around it, but obviously it's getting it straight. Well, I can draw around it and then we'll see what it looks like. If it don't look straight, I've only drawn around it. It's not like I've cut round it, so I want to be careful not to get it on my folder. So let's have a look at that. That looks quite straight. Might not be straight once I've cut it, but we shall see. If not, if I've gone totally wrong, I can always get another piece out and redo it. Sorry if I'm off camera a bit, I'm just holding it a little bit close to me so I can actually see the line. Right, fingers crossed. Moment of truth. So if that lay about there, no, it still needs a bit off it, doesn't it? Even though that's, like I say, it's so hard to know which is your actual crease. So it's definitely that one. So if I put that against there, right, I'm gonna take, oh, which way shall I go? I think I'll go from the main part. I'm just gonna trim some of that off. Oop. Just trying to straighten it. I think that's going to be too much. So hard to straighten, you know, when it's just a little thin piece, because obviously you lose it under your guard, and I'm just not the straightest cutter. Right, let's have a look what that looks like. I've got a feeling I'm still going to have to take a bit more off. Yeah. Oh, it's made me go a bit dizzy, that. Right. So I want it there. Yeah, only another slither more. Right, I'm going to go with that. Let me just give it a bit of a ink around, because with these being separate pieces, I don't mind inking the pieces separate. Right, I think that was harder than it should have been, but like I say, with not having the greatest cutting skills, straight cutting, I want it to be sure. So I think Rachel next put some pockets in, so I will have a look at the timer once I've done this and see if we've got time to put them in. And I shall probably lay this, just keep it laid flat for a day or so. Right, hopefully that's enough. So I'm going to line it. We're probably out of time actually. We're on 49. Obviously I chatted at the beginning for a few minutes. Yeah, that's fine. I will ink all around the folder and the creases when I've done. Right, let's put a couple of pockets in. So I've got this lovely thick crocheted lace. I think, is that one? Oh no, that one's smaller. So I was going to have that as a belly band, well, a side tuck down there, and the wider one, no, I'm doing it wrong, that's the one that I'm going to have the pocket on. So obviously didn't want to cover that. So this is my front cover, isn't it? So I am going to cover this because I want the pocket at the front. Oh, I think I might have put the panels in the wrong way. Yeah, because you will open it like that. That will be your front. I suppose I could have a tuck in the front, couldn't I? So thinking I shall put that there. And then the pocket at the back. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and press this lace so it lays flat. So I'm going to end the video there. When I come back and do the cover, these will be in. So it will be like that. Yeah. Right. Thank you very much for joining me. For me, it's been really exciting. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm definitely going to do another one very soon after, so it's still fresh in my head. So I shall see you very soon. Bye for now.